back. Another episode of Orbital. Rourke and I just got back from the Nuggets game tonight. Rockets win 125-113, I believe.
112.
112? I think they won by 12.
They won by 12. 113.
113, there we go. John got it. Alright, we talked about it a little bit before we started recording, but rebounding, another issue for the Rockets, but they do beat the number one team in the West. Guys, how big is this for the Rockets?
This is a big momentum booster right here, coming off a loss from the Trailblazers. We just saw really good shooting from the Rockets overall, to be honest with you. Harden. The thing that I noticed with Harden tonight is he was really patient and kind of let things come to him tonight. I mean, I think in the first half he didn't even reach, I think, double digits in the first half, but in the second half he started to get it going a little bit. But we just saw a lot of patience by Harden. Clint Capella, oh my goodness. And here's the thing. With the Nuggets tonight, they were double-teaming Harden so much throughout the game, and that allowed usually a smaller guard or whatever to be matched up on Capella, and basically the Rockets were just exposing that the entire night. And so, we saw Clint Capella get 31 tonight. That's his career high, which he had 29 before that, but 31 from Capella. We saw a huge night from PJ Tucker, scoring 21. I think he had 6 or 7 threes tonight. So that was a big night from him. We saw Gerald Green come off the bench, provide a spark for the entire team. So, I mean, just the shooting was outstanding tonight. Shot 50% from the field, 46% from three. So you saw the team really come together in that area. But once again, and it's going to continue to be an issue, is the rebounding for this team. And I think since we're such a switching defense, I mean, you're going to get matchups everywhere. So when the thing that happens is Capella gets out to the wings and it's away from the paint, and so you get like PJ Tucker down in there, against all these bigger guys like Jokic, and we saw Nurkic the other night just getting those rebounds, and that's what causes those second chance points. And we saw the Nuggets get 60 points in the paint tonight, so that's a big reason. I think the Nuggets had 14 offensive rebounds tonight. We only had 4. So, I mean, rebounding still a big issue that needs to be addressed. But, I mean, this is a huge win for the Rockets, though. First seed right here. When you take care of them at home. And, I think this just gives you momentum for the Bucks on Wednesday. So this is a huge win.
I mean, I mentioned it in the Instagram post, but they've beaten OKC, Warriors, and now Nuggets. Those are 3 of the top 5 seeds in the West, and I'm pretty sure they were all top 3 when we beat them. So
this is doing it
volumes for the Rockets right now.
Doing it without Chris Paul and Eric Gordon, mind you. So I mean, this is a shorthanded team right now. Harden's just running the entire show. I mean, right now, by far is the leader for the MVP race right now. By far, I think. So I mean, it's just been incredible what Harden's been able to do, and Austin Rivers too, and Daniel House, Clint Capella. I mean, just these guys stepping in and really providing the Rockets with this much needed depth and bench performance too. I mean, we're still seeing Brandon Knight struggle a little bit, so I don't know what's going to happen with him. I know we just traded actually Michael Carter Williams today, so I don't know what's going to happen with Brandon Knight, which will be interesting coming up to the trade deadline. But these wins are really huge for the Rockets, and I think it's just going to provide momentum, and it's just been really impressive to watch so far.
What did you see tonight?
I think that the Rockets played really well in offense, hitting their shots, really just knocking down threes for the whole game. We had a huge disparity in our three-point shooting, both in makes and in our percentage. Like you said, Eric, we shot almost 47% from 3. And, it is, when we're shooting like that, we're going to beat any team. Like you said, we put up 125. We had 70 points in the first half. So, to come out hot. Problem is our defense still shake it up a little bit. We gave up 35 in the first quarter. So, it's still a competitive game, but what do you expect? We're playing the best team in the West. And like how we were talking in the last episode, how it's going to be a tough stretch still with these last 2 games. We're playing the best team in the West, and we're playing the best team in the East, playing the Bucks in 2 days on Wednesday. So, To get this win tonight is really good, like you said, Ayers, coming off the loss to the Trailblazers. But let's not forget that the Rockets have been 8-2 in our last 10, and we had a 6-game win streak going into that game against the Trailblazers when we beat, like John said, some really, really good teams. So right now we're pretty much going through the best teams in the NBA. We're coming out on top without, I would say, like 3 of our top 5 or 2 of our top 5 key players.
Yeah.
You know, so been playing that well, and I still think that something's going to shake up with the team. I think we should talk about, you know, possible, you know, trade deadline. The trade deadline's coming up. You know, players are going to be moving around. I know there's a lot of people. Jr. You know, Nick Young hasn't been picked up, but you know, a lot of people are KCP might get moved Bazemore. So there's a lot of people up for questions still in the NBA, and Daryl Morey, I'm sure, has been on the phone a lot recently trying to figure something out.
Absolutely, it's going to be really interesting.
I think the one guy we need to bring up is Melo. Like, what's going on with Melo? Like,
bring him back.
Honestly, might not be the worst idea.
Bring him back.
Might not be the worst idea. Morgan and I actually were talking in the car on the way back from the game. Ayers, what do you think about this? What do you think about a Carmelo Anthony for Michael Beasley swap with the Lakers?
Let me mind you, Beasley has been very efficient since he came back to the Lakers.
Yeah, but I don't think the Lakers will take that at all. A Melo for Beasley? A Melo for Beasley? No chance. I think right now, in the eyes of a lot of people right now in the NBA, I think a lot of people see Beasley as a better player than Carmelo Anthony.
But he's not playing really for the Lakers. He's playing now, but not really.
Yeah, but I mean, I think is definitely more of a capable defender than Melo will ever be, to be honest with you. And I think also, I mean, Beasley is a really, really good scorer. So I think he just offers a lot more versatility than Melo does. And Melo's just like, I mean, with his tenure here in Houston, with what happened in OKC, I think he's just really, it gives teams just like such a big like hesitation to sign him at all. You know what I mean? So like, I think it's just this whole stigma around the league. It's just like Melo, it's done. He's a cancer. Every time he comes on your team gets worse. So, you know, he's looked at as that type of player, and I don't think any team wants to touch him right now. And I know there's just been tons of rumors about GMs, you know, around the league that just like will not touch Carmelo Anthony. So, I mean, if the Rockets try to trade Melo to the Lakers for a Beasley swap, if I was the Lakers, I definitely would not take that. And I'm a huge Melo fan, and it sucks to say that, but like, I'm sorry. I mean, just Melo is just.
LeBron. What about the LeBron with Melo kind of thing? And if you think about it, it doesn't make the worst amount of sense. Beasley not playing a lot right now. You got him for the playoffs, right? We can agree on that. You got him for the playoffs, but you would get Melo for the playoffs too.
I think
right?
you use Melo and for being realistic, and someone else to try to get KCP. I really don't think Beasley in the end. Like we were talking about it, but Beasley is ball dominant. Like he just doesn't really like feed off other people when he's scoring. He's the one initiating his own buckets and offense.
You just for Carmelo Anthony.
I do think that we are going to move Melo, and if we can
it's
add a better player, we got to get some real talent on the team here. If people are gonna put us in the contention.
Yeah. I mean, you need definitely another wing. So we often talk about this John Bazemore. He's always just been in the rumors with the Rockets, and he's been a guy that kind of Daryl Morey has been wanting for a long time. So just another defensive. I mean, defense can't help. A defensive and a 3-point shooting guy. I think that's one piece, and then also another rebounder to add to the rotation when Capella goes out. I mean, Nene offers you a lot of strength and stuff, but I mean, he's not exactly the rebounder that he once was when he was in his 20s. You know what I mean? So I think the Rockets will try to find like a younger guy, an athletic guy. That we have Hartenstein, but like he's still developing, and so I think the Rockets need to make a move to where a move that'll like just help them for the playoffs and stuff. And because rebounding is such an issue, these second chance points will really bite them in the ass at some point. So they need to take care of that through the trade deadline. Who that will be, I have no idea yet. You can look around the league. There's probably tons of young guys that just, big rebounders. So I mean, there's a ton of guys you can look at. We'll just have to see what happens.
Pickup schedule going ahead. Rockets have coming up on Wednesday. We are playing the Bucks. That's another game that we're gonna have at home, I believe. Yeah. So we got the Bucks coming up. Another rough game, but I think we're favored at home. We play well. We shoot well. We're gonna win. Bottom line. Everyone's saying Harden's run right now is unsustainable. I guess they're semi-correct. He had a, bad,
Pretty off night.
32 points.
Only 32.
Well below his season average. So, things are starting to look rough for him, I'd say. No, I think he's continued to play crazy. I mean, he dropped Jamal Murray. That was crazy when he dropped Jamal Murray.
Bye-bye.
And then 4-point play.
Bye-bye.
I still think, we're gonna have to hit these shots to keep winning. And the offense is still a lot of I don't know if it has to do with people resting, but it's not like the ISO is turned into not really pick and rolls.
Mm-hmm.
It's turned into more like James Harden and then Austin Rivers sometimes, just ISOing the ball and then just letting the shot clock wind down and then doing some sort of step back three.
Yeah.
Or kick it with 3 seconds left. But usually it's they each get their own little shot, get a little break. And while they were hitting a couple of Austin Rivers only had 1-3 tonight, but a couple nights ago against the Trailers he was hitting shots. So to rely on that is right now we came in tonight, beat the best team in the league, but we saw what happened game 7, so 6. So
I don't know about the best team in the league. I think I'd put Toronto in that category right now, to be honest with you.
Well,
Record-wise.
Record-wise, Milwaukee's 28-11, and Toronto's 30-12, so they just got one more L. But yeah, Toronto's pretty good. I was gonna say something about the Rockets too. But the Rockets are, still only 5th. We dropped actually 5th in the West now. We're behind Denver, Golden State, OKC, and the Clippers jumped us again, but we're still tied with them, 3.5 games back. So pretty much there. Then OKC's 1.5 games back. So 3.5 we're staying there. But 8th seed is the Lakers, and they're 5.5 back. So it's still very tight right now in the West. So we got to make sure we are racking these wins. And John and I were talking earlier about our schedule upcoming, and it really softens up and gets pretty easy after this Milwaukee game. We got Orlando coming up, Cleveland coming up again, and some easier teams that we should be able to get higher up, get in the top 3 in the West, hopefully.
You can at least surpass the Clippers at least.
Yeah.
You really solidify yourself as the number 4
It's
seed.
I think you want to be the seed that doesn't play Golden State in the second round.
Yeah.
So it's if Golden State's 3rd, you don't want to be 2nd. If they're 2nd, you don't want to be 3rd. So either 1st, 4th, or if they're 1st or 4th, So I think that's it's not really about going for the first seed. It's about just making sure we don't match up with Golden State into the conference finals.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
It'll be really interesting to see how DeMarcus Cousins fits in with the Warriors, especially
people in the playoffs. He won't be able to. They switch everything as soon as one of our guards, Chris Paul or Harden, switches on him, dude. Exposed.
Bye-bye.
Exposed. Looney is really good on defense. That's why. I mean, they're and the worst of their struggles this season too. But that's who they're starting right now. But yeah, Cousins, Boogie. He's gonna want the ball a lot, and while I think he'll pass up shots, he's not gonna be super high scoring, whatever. He'll still be good. On defense, we'll see how quick his heel has really recovered. I mean, he's gonna be coming back in a little bit.
Here's a name that I think the Rockets should try and maybe trade for potentially, because I think we might have the pieces for it. What do you guys think about Dennis Cantor?
No. Well.
Really?
What does he do in mid-range?
As a backup for Clint Capella, you send Aaron Gordon, first-round pick over, and a first-round pick, and maybe Brandon Knight. You don't think the Knicks will take that?
Why would the Knicks take Brandon Knight?
Just to have. I mean, here's Brandon Knight. I mean, listen. I don't know. Maybe the Knicks take him just because right before his knee injury, he was actually a really good scorer. So I mean, I don't know if the Knicks see any kind of potential with him, just because he's still trying to get his feet under him. But maybe you entice the Knicks for Enes Kanter with dangling Eric Gordon out there in a first rounder, and just Brandon Knight just to throw in there as a little whipped cream on top of that. So I mean, like, I feel like that would be a really